What up, everybody? It's your boy, just want to get back on another video. You know it. Okay, so this video is gonna be personal. It's about me. It's about my family, technically. Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna talk about two things. One, my magical history in America, meaning if wizards were real, what my life would be like. Okay, and two, why I view Ilvermorny is better than Hogwarts. Now, I'm gonna start with why Ilvermorny is better than Hogwarts. First reason. Ilvermorny is better than Hogwarts for a couple of reasons. One, I've been talking about this with my friend Chris a lot. We talk about it a lot, and the reason why is because the way Hogwarts sorts students is wrong. They sort you in Hogwarts by family ties. So if your family ties to Slytherin, you'll be sorted into Slytherin. If your family ties mostly to Gryffindor, you go to Gryffindor. It doesn't sort you on who you really are as a person, unless you value that trait. Okay, unless you value traits. See, but you cannot be given the chance to choose the house you want to be. It does take your choice into account, but it does not choose it all the time. For example, in Ilvermorny, when you're sorted, there is no hat. You stand in the middle of the center of you stand in a Gordian knot, and statues of the house animals react if they want your house. Now here's the thing: all the statues can react at once, and multiple statues can want you in their house. So it depends on you. And then if that's the case, if it's let's say for example, Thunderbird statue wants you in its house, and the Hornswoggle statue wants you in its house. It's good. You have the right to choose what house you want to be in. Now, there is a case where all four houses want you in, but that's only once in every few centuries it ever happened. And it happened to, actually, you have to meet the person in the movie, Seraphina Pickery. It happened to her, and she chose Hornswoggle house. Okay, that's one of the reasons why Ilvermorny is better than Hogwarts. Second reason, Ilvermorny hasn't ever been besieged by war or anything like that. And what I mean by that is, Hogwarts has been destroyed by war. Literally, it was in ruins after the Battle of Hogwarts. There was no Battle of Ilvermorny unless you count when Gormalith Gaunt came and attacked Isolt when the school was just beginning, which I really don't count that as an actual besieged, because it was one person against 4 or 3, so it really wasn't a besieged. And there wasn't a lot of damage caused to Ilvermorny, the castle, or whatever you want to call it, the school of Ilvermorny. It was just a small battle. Now, the other problem is there is a battle. So that's another reason why I don't view Ilvermorny as better than Hogwarts. 2, we have a better working system. Now, I'm going to tell you this: workers. For why I'm going to say we have a better workers, for a lot of reasons. One reason, okay? We have Pugwudgies instead of house elves. And what's better? The house elves actually like their job. The Pugwudgies complain about their freaking job. Yet when they say they hate it so much, they end up coming back in the next year just to work. Which is actually kind of funny in some ways. And you gotta admit, that would be funny. You claim you hate your job, but you come back every year to do your job. So why? If you claim to hate it. And then, not only that, we as a school had a muggle, a non-magic person, as a headmaster, a co-headmaster, meaning that's literally unheard of. It's like not existent. No one has ever been a muggle and be in charge of a magic school. And that's what Ilvermorny has. It had a muggle and a witch at the same time be co-headmasters and headmistress of the Ilvermorny school, and that's Isolde Sayre and her husband, I think James Stewart. Yeah, James Stewart, I think that's his name is. Yes, so that's why Ilvermorny is one of the greatest schools, or the greatest school in wizarding history, because it has something that no other school had, which was a muggle in charge of a magic school. A muggle being in charge. Now, many people would say, what would the muggle do? He doesn't have to do anything. He could just, I don't know, be there and not teach magic, but just be, he probably has enough teaching from his wife enough, so he might not need to use the magic, but he can teach it. or be there and be a headmaster and stuff. I don't know, But we've had a headmaster that's a muggle, and a headmistress that's not a muggle. Anyways, the other thing that's cool about our school, we don't have different robes like everybody like Hogwarts does. Why? Because they didn't view it that was needed. They didn't. I mean, the headmaster and headmistress have the robes of the Ilvermorny are cranberry and blue. Why? Because cranberry was James' flavored pie, and blue is Old's favorite color, and she wanted to be a Ravenclaw if she could have gone to Hogwarts. That's why. And it's all fastened with a Gordian knot, which is the symbol, I guess, of her family, her side of her family, her mom's, I think, her dad's side or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, so that's why. Also, Ilvermorny has a lot more. How do I explain it? We haven't seen Ilvermorny in the movies yet. I want to see Ilvermorny so bad. I just want to see it so bad. There's a statue of Isolt on the grounds of the school. Now, another thing about Ilvermorny is better is there are two people, the two headmasters, James Stewart and Isolt, are the only two headmasters to live 2 centuries. They live to be about 100 and something years old. Now, I'm sorry, but that's a lot of years for a muggle. Literally. For a muggle to live 100 something years, that's a lot of freaking years. I'm pretty sure about it. So they were co headmasters and headmistress for almost 200 years. Now, that's why I think Hogwarts or Ilvermorny is better than Hogwarts, because it gives the student the right to choose sometimes, most of the time, because there's I would say there's more often than not a situation where more than one house wants the student, okay, to choose where he wants to go. So that's why I think Ilvermorny is a lot better than Hogwarts. Now, for my history in magical history. Now, as you all know, I'm a sword in the Slytherin house, and I'm a Thunderbird house in America. So I was born in America in 1997, on January 22nd. So I will have started my Ilvermorny education at age 11 in 2008. At the time, right now, I what's it called? I met my friend Chris at Ilvermorny. We started stuff like that. I graduated. I took a lot of excelling in the care for magical creatures class, which I hope they do have now. I think they did have it back when I started going to school there. And by the way, guys, this is purely fictional, but this is what my life would be like if Ilvermorny was real and magic was real. My wand core is made of swamp wood or swamp something wood and Rougarou hair, and I got it from a wand maker in New Orleans, Louisiana. Let's see. I excelled in Defense Against the Dark Arts, Transfiguration, Charmed, and Magical Creatures class. Not so much potions. I wasn't really good at that. I was okay at it. Anyways, I excelled in those 4 courses. I graduated from Ilvermorny in 2015 under the headmaster Agorit something. Forgot his last name. And right now I work at the the MACUSA, or Magical Council of the United States of America, in the Aura department. I'm a magical police under the president of MACUSA, Samuel G. Quahog. Which, if you don't believe me, look it up on the internet, guys. That's actually what his name is. He is in this present time that we live in. He is, as of 2016, he is the leader of MACUSA, the president of MACUSA. So that's what I'm gonna be, or that's who I work under. Ilvermorny, like I said, one of the greatest. I would say the greatest school in the Wizarding world is Ilvermorny. There is just no one can compete for a lot of reasons. One, I don't think Lord Voldemort could have attacked Ilvermorny, and I don't think he could get rid of America that easily. I mean, Ilvermorny is the best school. Not to mention, America captured Grindelwald. Is the first person that captured Grindelwald. Yes, he escaped, but they're the first people to capture him. No one else captured him. It was just them. So far, we all know is it was him that captured them. That's canon. All we know is that. Okay, guys, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of my magical history. By the way, my family would be a pureblood family. All my family, including my family, I know all my family's history, so I would know what houses they would be in. Because I've gotten a lot of books and read about my grandfather told me about his family and their personalities, and so I judged what houses they would be in. So I know what family I would be, what kind of person I'd be. And I know I'm a pureblood in some ways. Now, I don't mind being a half-blood, but I'm pretty sure I'm a pureblood. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, guys, if you haven't done so already. Tell me what you thought in the comments below of my magical history. And next video will most likely be, what if I was in the Battle of Hogwarts, and I wasn't born in 1997, but I was born in the era of the 80s, like Harry was, and I was born in Britain, which I will tell you in my next video, guys, which won't be today. Like I said, stay cool, and that's it, guys.